What's up, guys? Mitchell and Mitchell Sip and Spill. Here's your boy Eddie Ed and my girl Kimmi Kim. I'm Sip and she's Spill, as you already know. And then we're gonna talk about something I think is pretty dope. And we're talking about, are you valued? Are you tolerated because of what you provide, like the benefits
Right.
you give people? So one of the things that really presses upon our spirit is to make sure that we find ourselves in a position where we are not just being tolerated, being used. And a lot of times we love being the I would guess say the fixture. We love to be the person, the plug. I've traditionally been known as a plug and whatever, and known to be the person that resolves things. And sometimes, and it's not like you need to do as this ridiculous check. You got to kind of see the temperature in the room, feel the temperature in the room. Like, are you only being called upon if they need you to do something? Like sometimes people want to know how you feeling because they just want I haven't heard from you. Like usually when I hear from you, you make me laugh, or I make you laugh, or something silly we exchange, or something, and you get to hear from that person, and they just want to be in your presence. And it's not so much that they're getting something from you that you physically are doing for them or emotionally doing for them. It's just maybe your presence is enough for them. And so we have to do inventory checks. My partner Kimmi Kim says that all the time. She
hmm
impresses upon me about inventory checks. So what are you doing? Are you valued, or are you just basically tolerated because of what you can do or how you can benefit somebody? What you think about that, Kimmy? I mean, what is your
I think it's a hard nut to swallow. It's like, you eating fish and a bone get in your throat. Really, because you really got to take that look at yourself and say, am I truly valued, or am I just tolerated for the benefits I bring? So let me give you an example quickly. And that is, you in a relationship, or you that piece, okay? You're that piece, and that person looks you up because he know that you're going to be able to provide, or she know you're going to provide a certain service. You're going to provide a certain act. You're going to provide things that they know that they can only get with you, through you, with the passion that only you going to give. Know this so very well, because that's me. I am that person. However, and I have to watch, and you got to watch, if you're being valued or just tolerated for that benefit, because you might thinking you doing all that fixing and all that greatness and all that, and they like, oh yeah, I like that. Matter of fact, I love that. Run that. But that's it. That is it. You don't get nothing else. So when you want to make sure that you're being evaluated and not just tolerated, you want to take a look at yourself. That's that inventory check, when you got to say, okay, now when I'm talking to this particular person, or I'm working with this particular person, I see all what I'm putting out, but what am I getting in? And you do got to check that.
mm.
Value and tolerated because of benefits. So you want to look at yourself and say, what is your value? I think a lot of people don't know. What you think? What is value?
I think value is basically being there, like a person that who you are means something to them. The fact that you exist means something to them. Like your mother. Your mother has value. Your mother, and it's not so much, I feel like this, and I say this about people that I really care about, people that mean something to me wholeheartedly, is that, or they say this about God, right? And God, if you don't do anything else, you've already done enough. And those
Mhm.
people are the people that you value. Like they've already had set the bar for you. They've already been there for you. They and not that because they did something for you that makes them valuable. It's because of that position and who they are. So my thing is, what makes a person valuable to you or make you valuable to somebody else
Mhm.
is who you are to them. Sometimes you walk in a room and they know that you like, oh man, they in that smiling. Now I can, I can go on by my day now. I just saw my mom, you know what I'm saying? I saw my dad. Now
Mhm.
I'm happy now
Mhm.
because they just showed me. And sometimes, sometimes Kim, sometimes the things we go through that we become a testimony about. It
Mhm.
was so funny. Today I was in class, in class this morning, and this lady that her and her husband was always in the class, and she works out all the time. And she was like, who's toward the end of the class? She's like, Ed, I'm waiting on you. I'm like, what? So we was doing the end of the class doing the jump rope, and I was trying to BS my way through the last part of the class. And she said, I'm waiting on you. I've been watching you the whole class. I'm trying to keep up with you. Whatever you're doing, I'm trying to keep up and match you. I'm like, what? So I was her inspiration. And it's like I didn't do anything for her, or I didn't do anything, but it was just the fact that she saw how I work, how I work out, and who I was with her was all she needed to push herself to meet her fitness goals. And so sometimes some people are just there as a witness. And when she told me, she said, Ed, I was in an accident. I knew she was in an accident. Her husband had told me. I didn't know
Mhm.
how bad it was. She had swollen brain, a broken bag, all kind of. She didn't look like. She said, "Ed, I look like nothing about what happened to me." She's a living testimony, and anybody that would know her story look at her and be like, "Man, now." Hey, you went through that, but you didn't necessarily do anything for me. But what you did or who you are makes me feel like I can do it. I can work. And sometimes that person is celebrated and they are appreciated and valued based off of what they bring, the energy they give you. That's
Mhm.
so that's part of what I saw, what I got from that. Kim, I'm giving it back to you so you can.
So I would say healing doesn't mean the damage never existed. It means the damage no longer controls, you know, our lives. So when you're being healed from something, you can become damaged. You can realize that you thought you was of value to someone and realize that this just the benefits you gave. Such as when we talk about being family, and then all of a sudden you realize we family, but maybe we really truly as relatives. I think with being of value, it needs to be experienced. I think everybody can say, just like they can say, I value you, I trust you, and they can say I love you. But you got to experience the value. And sometimes we fall
Mm,
short of showing that. And I think it's because of the benefits. So check your benefits. Everybody you don't need to show up the same for.
mm,
Everybody, it was said to me that the way you do it, like you're gonna look out for me, look out for my friend, you're gonna do all that. But I'm not that person. That was an eye opener for me. Sometimes you got to check yourself and say, damn, how far I'm really willing to go. Because you'll think you're doing a great ass service, real
mm-hmm,
talk. And then you realize that you was just doing that service all by your damn self. I
mm-hmm,
mean, I know you think you did it for me, but really, I don't value that. So whoever you in dealing with, whoever you're talking to, in whatever situation, even as a parent, you want to make sure your child is paying attention and value what you're trying to input in them when you're talking to them, when you're telling them to do a chore, when you're telling them how they need to show up in their life. You want them to value your words.
right.
You want to make sure that it sticks. If you're in a relationship, you want to make sure that person value who you are. If you're in a partnership, you need to make sure they value with that who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And that comes up, guys, in different types of ways. But you got to make sure that that happens.
Yes. So listen, guys, make sure you do inventory and you're checking yourself. See if you're putting out more than you're getting back. Again, we're not doing stuff just so we can get something in return. We're just making sure that we are appreciated. Everybody wants to be appreciated. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not lie and act like that ain't important to us. Nobody want to get played. Nobody want to get sent off. Nobody want to get fucked over. We want to be valued. And so make
Right.
sure you are valued. That's what we tell you all the time. We like you. We love you. We want more of you. Listen, and on our show, we always have. It's always real and it's fun. And it's always real fun with you guys. We love you guys. Like, subscribe, and share on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Talk to you guys soon.